What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. So we're going to focus in, try to get that out, on the Washington Capitals being down 3-1 in their series against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and whether or not this is a case of, comeback waiting to happen, or, the same old Washington Capitals that we've grown accustomed to, folding like a cheap suit in the playoffs over the last, 8 years. And it's definitely a tough situation because I said coming into the season, even before they went out and, won the President's Trophy, this is the most complete Capitals team I've seen. They went out. My whole thing last year was their biggest Achilles heel was the right wing situation. They were able to go out and acquire two really good right wings that have experience of playing in big games. Justin Williams and TJ Oshie, and they made some moves and really shored things up. But they keep every year it's something new. Like I thought they should have beaten the Rangers last year. In retrospect, and I thought last year's team was the most complete Capitals team. So there's a trend there. But they have all this talent. It just seems like every year there's a matchup they run into that they should beat, and just doesn't happen. Like the Penguins, they were dead in December. They come back. They're the hottest team in the second half of the season, and they're without Fleury, and then Matt Murray comes in. Is actually better. Is playing better than Fleury has in the playoffs. So during his career in Pittsburgh. So there's just so many things that happen with this team, and it always seems like it's a new excuse. I'm not saying that as a put down. It just seems like every year it's something new, and you can't fault Ovechkin because he's been a man possessed out there the whole series as far as I'm concerned. And if you want to blame him, then you're a moron. I don't get. It's been such a chippy series, obviously with the Orpik and Letang hits, the Malkin hit last night. But there's just I can't put my finger on why Washington, outside of Matt Murray playing out of his mind, why just can't make this. And you know what? I say this, and they could come back and beat Pittsburgh. I'm not writing them off for dead, but Pittsburgh hasn't lost back-to-back games since January, and they have to win. Washington has to win 3 games in a week against Pittsburgh. So we'll see how it shakes up, but definitely a frustrating time to be at Washington. I mean, it's been the same with sports in Washington. Is the Redskins won a Super Bowl, won that Super Bowl like 20 years ago, more than that. And the Nationals always have a great team. The last few years fall short of expectations in the playoffs, or last year just collapsed on the stretch and make asses out of themselves. The Washington Wizards this year were supposed to be a sexy team in the Eastern Conference of the NBA. They dealt with injuries and ineffectiveness and god-awfully atrocious shitty coaching. And, the Kevin Durant going home to D.C. storyline went out the window. And then, it looks like the Capitals are going to be the savior. And, well, it's not happening. So, we'll see how it all shakes itself up and if they're able to come back over the next 3 games. But Pittsburgh's looking as good as they have since the 2009 Cup run. And that's not good news for Washington Capitals fans because who did they beat in the second round to get to, on their run to the Cup? You guessed it, the Washington Capitals. Anyway, that's all I got. Sort of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.